Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple. Products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and welcome to another relationship advice episode. I don't know why I forgot the name, and I'm looking at the name as I speak, but yeah, for some reason I was hesitant. I was hesitant on saying the title of this podcast, but yeah, when was the last time I did one of these? Like in April? That was dang, man, that was 4 months ago. That was a while ago. That was a long time ago. Maybe not even April. Was it I think it was March. No, so it was dang, man, it was 5 months ago. That's crazy. But no, that's the thing though. I had to take me a break because it seemed like that's all that I was doing on my podcast. And so I was like, you know what? Nah, let me go ahead, take a break real quick from doing these relationship advice episodes. And yeah, let me, just focus on some other things and talk about other stuff. But anyways, yeah, just like as usual, or for those that are new to the podcast, so there's a subreddit that gives off relationship advice. And yeah, I just figure, I just go ahead, give off my opinions and my advice on certain situations, because I'm good at putting myself in the situation and then coming up with the answer rather than just being oh, I don't know what to tell you and stuff. I'm not one of those guys. I try to tell you something at least. But anyways, so this first story, we're just gonna go all out. We just gonna go all out in this episode. I'm just gonna read whatever I don't care what the title is. I'll probably read the title. And if it seems like something that's worth reading, then I'll read it. But if not, then I'm not going to get into it. But first story update. My best friend wants me to work with my rapist on her wedding. What? What does that even mean? I don't understand that. I gotta read. So it's an update, but I got it. Dang, that's long. Let's just go ahead and read it. I have a best friend, we'll call her Tina, who I've known most of my life. We have a strong friendship from middle school all the way up until we graduated from the same college. We have always been there for each other, and I tell her pretty much everything. Back in junior year in high school, a guy, we'll call him Rob, raped me at a house party. He never apologized for it, and it put me in a deep downward spiral to the point where I almost wanted to drop out in order to never see his face again. I told Tina about it. She did nothing. She did everything she could to support me. Fast forward to early 2020, Tina and her boyfriend Josh announced that they were getting engaged. And Tina wanted me to be the maid of honor. I was beyond excited to do it. We've always talked about being each other's maids of honor. There is another detail though. Josh had a similar friendship history with his best man, and they thought it would be adorable if the maid of honor and the best man worked together on everything and were their own second package on their wedding day. I guess it was their way of making us feel a little bit more excited for our wedding and our own. Found out that the best man was going to be Rod. Oh yeah, you gotta shut that down. You have to shut that down. Either this person that put you through a traumatic experience in your life that you should have never had to deal with. It's either he drops out of the wedding or you drop out of the wedding. Period. I'm look, I will be your friend for as long as I live, up until my final breath on earth, but I will not be a part of this wedding. There's nothing that you can say. I'm not working with this guy. I would think that, no, that's something where I'm the best friend should have known. Honestly, because that's the type of question you would have to ask the best friend. Do you believe me in this situation that I just told you? That's just something that you just don't make up. I mean, yeah, there's people that do it, but I personally feel I don't know, with this story, I'm yeah, you don't go to Reddit, you don't go to all these other different, I'm yeah, I would imagine she put on a show when they confronted her and said oh yeah, this Rod guy is gonna be a part of the wedding and stuff. So I'm like, no. I'm like, all right, then it's like, if that's the case, now I get to take one. And yeah, down on top of that, he never did apologize for it and stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, and an apology can, like, that's the thing. I'm like, if you were looking for an apology, then cool. But if you're one of those people who are like, kind of like me, where an apology, you could go ahead and apologize as many times as you want, still not going to mean anything, then yeah, it's like, yeah, I would have dropped out of the wedding if I was her. Yeah, I definitely would have. But anyways, found out Rod and best friends after high school. I thought Rod was just in the friend group, but it turns out they were close as they could be. My heart sunk, and I simply didn't know how to respond. They expected us to work together and be together the whole wedding process, and that sounded like literal hell. Yeah, no, you don't have to. That's the thing. I'm like, no, you do not have to be a part of something because you're bad. Look, it could have been my own family. If there is somebody that I don't like that is going to be a part of this wedding, then it takes a lot out of me to not like a person. If it gets to the point where I'm like contemplating on whether I should be in this wedding or not, yeah, that's a clear indication. I'm like, I shouldn't be in this wedding. If I'm being hesitant about being a part of it and stuff, yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be a part of this. So, anyways, yeah, you don't have to be a part of this wedding. It had nothing to do. Your heart done got to sink. You ain't got to be lost for words. It's either you be a part of the wedding and somehow you guys work out the differences, if that's even possible. But if not, you have every right to stay at home and be content with yourself. All right. So, anyways, then she's like, started endeavor. So wait, speculate a weird process. I started thinking about whether Tina never told Josh or that Josh heard and just didn't care. All I know is that I had second thoughts about the wedding. No, I would have told. I would have told everybody. Whoever you are, whatever your name is, I would have told everybody. I'm like, did I not just tell y'all, like, this was the dude that, like, he did probably one of the worst things that you possibly could do to a woman. Like, so, like, you as a man should be a protector of a woman. Like, yeah, and I know there's gonna be women out there saying that women don't need protection. We're our own strong people and all of that. Cool, but I'm saying, like, to the fact that my thing is that the fact that you took advantage of this woman, whether she was aware or not aware, either way, you took advantage of this woman, and you as a man should not be doing stuff like that. Like, nah. Like, you should be, the fact that you are still alive today to be a part of this man's wedding and this girl ain't tried to put a bullet through your head, which she shouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, there could be so many ways, so many things can happen about this situation. So then she says, I texted Tina about my concerns with Rock coming in the most polite way possible, and she sent me this in reply. I know about what happened with you guys back in the day, but Rod seems to be a great guy now. No. There ain't nothing got to do with him. I don't even want to read the update because I already know it's. Well, I'll read the update just to see what she says. But I'm like, nah, there ain't no. Oh, he seemed like he's changed. No. That what he did to a woman. That's some stuff that's like, that cannot just go away. That cannot just be all like, oh yeah, you probably didn't mean it back in the day. No. He took advantage of a woman. A woman that you should be protecting. A woman you should be trying to be cool with. You over here taking, nah, man, that's not, there ain't no, oh, he seems to be cool. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like her best friend doesn't believe her. That's what it sounds like. That's what it honestly, man, that makes me mad because I'm like, are you serious? I'm all like, are you dead serious? What would you do? Because that's what I'm like, yeah, person, like, just like how I was saying in the beginning of this episode, these are like, her best friend is one of those people that she can't put herself in another person's shoes. Because she knows if she was in, the girl that's writing is, if she knows that she was in her shoes, she would have wanted somebody to back her up. Period. But anyways, then she was like, it would just really mean a lot if you could push the memory away from the duration of this. Please just trust me. No. That best friend, I'm like, are you high? Or are you high or are you on drugs? Because you're under the influence of something. Like, that's not normal. That is not. She was like, I didn't know how to respond to this, and luckily the wedding planning process has been halted since COVID. I haven't responded to her since the text, but now this has really been bugging me. Should I say no? Yes. It would probably break her heart, so what? But I just don't know if I can handle working with my rapist. Yeah, no, like, say, yeah, somebody said say no, she went, yeah, I'm like, no, say no. Just, it's okay with saying no. So I'm like, I definitely would have said no. If I was in her situation in a heartbeat, I would have said no. I'm like, that's not happening. I would have definitely put on the show. I guess maybe I'm just one of them wild individuals and stuff. But I'm all like, no. I'm like, if I do show up to this wedding and he's there, I'm going to hurt him badly. So I'm like, if y'all want that, then go ahead and have that. But I'm saying, like, it's going to be your guys' wedding, and then it's going to be a UFC fight right afterwards. So, anyways, then her update, which is pretty long. Dang. All right. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. First, let me get some water real quick before I get into this. That Fiji water is no joke. But anyways, so she said, first of all, thank you so much for the support of my first post. I did not expect it to gain that much attention. I guess a lot has happened since then. I don't know if it's been a week yet, but this is going to change my life perhaps for the better. There was hundreds of comments, and I thought I'd address a few of the questions regarding the rape itself. I don't appreciate how some of these were asked, but I'll share anyway for the sake of clarifying things. Was I under the influence? Yes, but I remember vividly saying no. I was drunk enough to have all my strength and mobility wonky, but I didn't black out or anything. The force he used on me didn't seem that of someone who was drunk. He looked completely sober, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Regardless of whatever, drunk or sober, it's like, yeah, that's something. If you remembered it and things, and you remember saying no, then it's, like, yeah, that guy, he just messed up. But anyways, I'm not gonna read everything that she said, but then somebody said, why didn't I report it? Because I saw how that turned out for the other girls I knew. I've had a few other friends, not Tina, who had the same thing happen to them, and nothing came out of reporting it, and it made them feel worse. Just a few comments calling me a liar stung, so I can't imagine how I would have felt back as my unstable teen self. Not only that, I was scared of what Rob would do if he found out I had reported him. There was just something about him that made me never want to cross him. So this man's a psychopath. Okay, cool. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why cops and people ain't as serious about this stuff. Like, if something happened, then yeah, it's like y'all need to like do something about this and things. Because I'm like, well, then all right. Then if that's the case, if the cops ain't gonna take it into their hands, you just need to hire like 2 Samoan guys and things and just have them just beat the crap out of him. I know people gonna be all like, you shouldn't take the law into your own hands. I'm like, well, he shouldn't have did that to that girl. So, just saying, like, if he's gonna be doing illegal things, I'm gonna be doing illegal things, and we are just gonna be out here doing illegal things. But, anyways, then she says, reading all your comments, it seems pretty clear that how Tina was treating me was extremely inconsiderate, and I should find a new friend. Yes, although it was a huge slap in the face, I came to my senses, and I believe that I couldn't be around someone who would do that to me. Some of you said to expose them during vows. Nah, that's just being petty. That's just being petty. Nah, you can't be doing stuff like that. Don't be a part of the wedding. And she asked if she can say whatever she wants to say. She can do whatever she wants to do. The Tina friend, but I'm like, that's still not gonna have me be a part of the wedding. I'm like, you having this guy part of the wedding and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. And if people, no, my thing is like, if people ask you about why wasn't you at the wedding, tell them what happened. I'm like, no, I'm like, I could care less what this guy is gonna do. I'm like, he think he's gonna be acting crazy, but I don't know. Because I'm speaking for this girl and things. I'm like, she's not like me and stuff. So, but me on the other hand, I'm like, nah, I hurt somebody. I probably, yeah. He's gonna definitely, like, he comes at me acting crazy, he's gonna be leaving with like a bullet hole, or probably in the like, in the leg or in the arm or something, that just letting that be in a warning and things. But I don't know. I don't know. I have anger issues, so I'm not even gonna lie, or I'm not even gonna be afraid to admit that. But yeah, it's like some stuff like that. You have a right to be angry and things. So, anyways, then she said, I can't sensitively someone said exploding the house. But that's just not the kind of person I am, and it might not turn out well. A few of you gave me an example text I can send, which I'm extremely thankful for, but I decided to send this. So she goes on to say, this is the text message that she sent to her friends, Tina. So she goes on to say, I've had time to think about it, and I just can't be your maid of honor anymore. It's so hurtful that you are telling me to back up my trauma for who knows how long until your wedding day. I just can't do it. I don't think I will come at all knowing that he's going to be there. I'm sorry. No, you have no reason to be sorry. I wouldn't have ended it off with no sorry. I'm like, no, the fact that she told you to throw all that stuff away, everything that you like that happened with this guy, oh, let that be in the past, like let that, that's something. I'm like, no, you don't just, you told this guy no. He still continued on and proceeded with what he did. So that's, I'm like, no, something like that cannot be forgiven. That cannot be, I'm like, no, that's like some stuff where I'm like, I'm not going to ignore it or throw it away because of your guys' wedding day. Forget your guys' wedding day. I could care less about your guys' wedding day. Your wedding day ain't going to overtake any trauma that I'm experiencing. So yeah, I'm like, man, forget. I probably wouldn't have said forget. I probably would have used an explicit word to like example the word forget, but nah, like it's, I'm just gonna say, like, erase some of the words or the letters in fire truck, shorten it down. That would have been my word that I would have used, because I'm like, yeah, I can care less about your wedding. And I'm like, the fact, yeah, it wouldn't have turned into no Reddit post. That stuff would have been all solved right then and there. Everything that's been said in this Reddit post is stuff that I would have thought of right then and there. So anyways, then she goes on to say, it's pretty weak, but it's probably the meanest text I've ever sent. An hour later, I get a call from Josh. He asked me what was going on with me and Tina, and that she was extremely upset. What? Oh my god, this Tina girl is like really annoying me. The fact that that's what I'm like, bro. I remember saying that months ago when I did these episodes. Like, sometimes I be thinking this stuff is fake. Because I'm like, yo, if it's real, what is she mad for? What is she mad for? That's what I'm like, you put yourself in my shoes and then you come talk to me. Until then, I'm not going to be a part of your wedding. Period. All right? So, anyways, then she was like, a part of me snapped, and I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with you making someone who raped me best man. I don't usually blurt things out like that. He was confused, and I repeated myself. He was silent for a few seconds and then asked if he could come over. I was a little worried of the idea, but I said, sure. I know we're just social distancing, but this really needs to be discussed. He came to my apartment 40 minutes later without Tina. I never hung out with Josh one-on-one before, and it was always with Tina. Josh has always had a really cute and sweet personality, and I've always approved of him when it came to dating her. He was really only a friendly acquaintance to me, though. We sat down and spoke for over an hour. Tina had told Josh that the reason I wasn't coming to the wedding was that I didn't want to work with Rod because I had a crush on. Wow. Oh, Tina needs to get punched in her face. Not by a man, but by, like, the girl that's writing this. Wow. Oh, she is. Tina. Nah, I'm like, whoever this guy is that she's marrying, or Josh, I'm like, you might want to reconsider. I'm saying, like, see your options. See your options, because that's not cool. That's not cool that you, like, would switch the story up like that. I'm like, she wants to, yeah, because whoever this Tina girl is, she's trying to have the perfect wedding day. She's trying to make it where it's just butterflies and roses all over the place. I would seriously burn that whole wedding down. I seriously would. Just because of some stuff like that. She's out here being childish and things, like trying to have her special day. Not trying to be worried about because I'm saying, if it was my wedding day, right? There was people that wanted to be a part of the wedding. If there was somebody else that was there that did some traumatic stuff like that, I'm like, yo, what happened? Seriously, what happened to where they're accusing you of this stuff? Because I'm like, you need to come clean now. And if you start with that, oh, I don't remember. Either way, they're going to get kicked out of the wedding. They are. Plain and simple. Period. I don't know how many other ways I can explain it, but I'm like, you're not going to be a part of this wedding if this person is accusing you of this stuff. So I would hope that this person is not lying, because if that person is lying, then I'm like, I'm going to go off on them, because I'm like, this is an innocent person. They did absolutely nothing to you. But in the case that where they did do something to you, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, no. you're gonna be a part, like, to the girl that dealt with the traumatic experience, you're gonna be a part of this wedding and you're gonna have fun. I'm like, without this person being here. Like, no, I'm going to, of course, I'll take up the side of a girl if she says she's dealt with some stuff like that. But I'm like, yeah, no, I'm like, that's some stuff, man. That is, wow, Tina, she's onto something. She's on something. She's not onto something. She's on something. But anyways, so yeah, then she was like, because I had a crush on him and thought she was forcing the relationship too much. So basically, she said we had a petty girl fight. My jaw hit the floor and I was fuming. She had obviously never told Josh what Rod did to me. I shared that Rod had raped me back in high school and that Tina knew about it. I asked if he knew too. He said he didn't, but at one point, Rod did mention that a few crazy female dogs, but they used an explicit word. Falsely accused him of rape senior year. This is obviously didn't include me since I only told Tina and a few family members. Josh believed him at the time, but I guess after hearing me say it's started to dawn on him that his friend was a liar. Yeah, he is. And I'm like, he is a liar. So, anyways, here's something that I didn't expect. Josh shared with me that he was raped when he was a kid by an older brother of a friend he had. He said that if he was forced to work with said brother on wedding, he would absolutely refuse. He apologized heavily on behalf of Tina, but I won't forgive unless she says it herself. I know some of you might think Josh is lying, but I believe him. Yeah, you come out and tell some story like that where it's like you can relate to the girl and you know what you would have done. No, like, shout out to, like, it's sad that, Josh had to experience some stuff like that, but it's good that he did, like, come out in support of you and stuff. Because obviously, you would think that your best friend of years that you have known for a long time would have been there more. It's crazy though. It's crazy how people that you have known for the longest will not be there for you, but somebody that you met like maybe 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And I can't relate to this situation, but I guess I can relate to, it's like in a similar situation as like friends and stuff, where it's like you would think that somebody would be there for you, support you, always be there for you because y'all have been friends for a long time. But there have been people that I've known less than people that I've known for more, and the people that I've known for less, oh, they've been there for me, and that you would have thought that they would have been friends with me for years. So yeah, I'm like, man, that Tina girl though, I honestly, that Josh guy, I feel sorry for him. I truly do. I truly do. So she goes and continue on. So I say, I can see it by Josh's face and body language that the realization really weighed down on him, and I felt bad. In a way, we were both going through a betrayal. I asked if he was okay to go home, and he said yes. He thanked me for telling him and left. I didn't know if I'd stay in touch with him, but I was beyond furious with Tina at this point. Oh yeah, you have to be. You have to be. Honestly, I probably, what was this? There's this like movie with Robert De Niro called Cape Fear, and he hid underneath the people's car. I definitely, as soon as Josh would have probably left out the door, I would have like hopped out my window, hurry up and tried to like run full speed to his car to where he couldn't see me. If his car was like lifted up far enough off of the ground to where I ain't had to, well then he might live in like a bumpy area, so never mind. But no, definitely. But like, jokes aside though, like, no, I definitely would have confronted, if I was whoever this girl is that wrote this. Oh, I definitely would have confronted Tina and been like, so yeah, we need to talk right now. I'm like, forget your wedding day, forget your perfect day, forget all that stuff. We need to talk right now. So yeah, that girl, it sounded like she's trying to take advantage of you. Like, that's messed up. It seemed like maybe her and Rod should be together and you and Josh should be together. But anyways, then she goes on to say, I was expecting an angry text coming from her, and sure enough, I got it like midnight. She went off saying that I'm going to end up destroying their marriage. How could I do that to her, etc., etc. I just pressed the block button and went to bed. Quickest decision ever made. Wow, this girl, man. I'm like, I hope your wedding does get destroyed. Because I'm like, I'm out here trying to tell you a very traumatic situation in my life, and you're going to go behind my back and tell me that I got a crush on this person? Really? Really? I'm like, you deserve, you don't deserve nobody if this is how you're gonna treat people. I'm like, and honestly, to the Josh guy, I'm like, you should see, like, this is how your wife treats, or your future, your fiance, how she treats people. So that maybe you should reconsider. I'm saying I would definitely reconsider. She just like, yeah, she just like lied and said, I'm like, nah. I'm like, yeah, that's not cool. So anyways, I'm feeling a little down in the dumps right now, yet slightly relieved. I'm gonna try to connect with other friends and try to move on from this. Felt broke brave enough, I might try to find these crazy female dogs and see if we can make a case against Rod. Knowing that there are other victims make me feel so guilty. I want to scream. Sorry it's not too happy of an ending, but I think it might have been more unhappy if I decide to go along with it. Thank you, Reddit. No. This is a happy ending because you stood up for yourself. You stood up for yourself and you didn't allow this girl to go and try to like take advantage. Yeah, because she overall tried to take advantage of you. No doubt about it. She did try to take advantage of you and stuff. So that's why I'm like, yeah, she friend like that, you pretty much have to not be friends with them. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and write something. I'm gonna go ahead and write something. Don't feel down about losing a friend like that. She obviously didn't care about what you thought. She only wanted to have a good wedding day. And who knows, her marriage might not last, because if Josh picks up on who she is and realizes that she will lie about big things like the situation that you was in, he will come to the realization that Tina is not the one for him. Maybe Tina and Rod should be a couple because she took up for him more than you. And well, did she claim to be? And she claims to be your friend with a question mark. She's not your friend. She is a user. Periods, comments, sin. Yeah, that girl's a user. But anyways, then there's another moving on to another story. I should save that one just in case she does like an update or something. But next story, 38 male, just found out that my brother, 19 male, has been perving on my wife, 37 female. Wow. That's some crazy stuff. Yeah, you just gotta confront him and be like, hey, bro, stop all that. Like, seriously, you gotta stop all that. Quick water break. But yeah, I definitely would have been like, yeah, so you I don't know what weird stuff you're on, but that's kind of weird. I definitely would have been like, how would that make you feel if I was perving on your wife? Like, you guys see the stakes here. You guys see like what's going on here and realize that that is not normal. Okay, cool. So yeah, I would have, yeah, shut that down all right then and there. I'm about like, dude, stop perving on my wife before I tell mom and dad on you. I'm like, you need to chill out on that. But anyways, so dang, it's like 38 mil. So it's like it's it trips me out. But I guess like because my granddad, he was like that. I remember he had an his youngest son, and like because my dad, I think my dad had to been like 30 at the time when he was born, my grandfather's youngest son. So it just trips me out, like just seeing like the age differences between the two and stuff. But anyways, moving on. That doesn't matter. But Next one, another update. I've fallen for my housemate and I don't know what to do. Ooh, let's read this. Let's see what goes down. So, anyway, dang, what's up with them being long? I'm not reading all of that. That's just a freaking Bible, babe. Anyways, yeah, you fallen for. Oh, I fallen for my housemate. So both of them are males. I'm like, okay, well, if he likes the same sex too, then you got a thing going on. But if he's straight, then it's you just gotta deal with the fact. I don't know. Like you just gonna have to deal with the fact that he's straight and things. You're gonna have to respect that boundary and stuff. But anyways, next one, another update. Dang, man, these updates is crazy. I'm like, dang, it's like every single one. It seemed like an update. But next one, I heard a ringing phone in my husband's safe while I was in his home office. He denied there being a phone in his safe and said I was hearing things. I'm like, okay, well, open the safe. What's that new song that's been blowing up on TikTok where it's like the lyrics is like open up the safe or something? I'm like, yeah, I start playing one of those TikToks. I'm like, yeah, you getting the hint. I'm like, open the safe if there ain't no phone in there. I'm like, I got to see. So, because I'm like, yeah, if there ain't nothing in there, then there ain't nothing in there. Then you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if there's something in there and you trying to hide it, then this is the type of things that we need to worry about. So, anyways, next one. My daughter is fighting cancer. My wife leaves her unsupervised to see another man. Yeah, take your daughter, go to a hospital, divorce the wife. End of story. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be with the woman. Our daughter is fighting cancer, and then you out here seeing another man on me. Yeah, I'm like, divorce her straight up. I'm like, that's not cool. So I'm like, yeah, it just seems like some people just are not cut out for families and stuff. And I will hope the day I decide to, yeah, be with the girl and then have a family and all that stuff. I will hope that she has the same passion. She wants a family too. And if our family, reaches a point where it's like somebody is sick or, like it's yeah, just like we gotta be there for each other and we ain't gonna be out sleeping around and stuff. So anyways, another update. Boyfriend admit that he intentionally tries to make me angry sometimes because he thinks the sex is better when I'm upset. Wow. That's some weird stuff. He can't like role play. I'm like, bro, like role play. Tell her, like, just tell her to be mad or something. But it's like you out here like eating the last bit of her food and then you like make up with her things and then the sex is just violent. Like I don't understand. I'm like, bro, y'all are on some weird stuff, man. I'm like, I couldn't possibly do that to a girl. I'm like, oh yeah, let me go and burn up her like makeup kit and things, and then buy her like 10 makeup kits just so. Yeah, I don't understand that. I'm like, yeah, I hope I don't meet no girl like that. Like she unplugs my Xbox and then she just strips down butts naked and things. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, we can just role play and I can just pretend to be upset. Like I would say I'm a good actor and stuff. So that's some weird stuff. But anyways, quick water break. Man, that Fiji water is no joke. I love Fiji water, bro. Fiji water is the best water ever. But next one, my boyfriend wanted a paternity test because our biracial son didn't look like him. Oh well, then yeah. If you know you didn't cheat, get the test and then just be all like, "See, now can you trust me?" And then, but if you did cheat, then yeah, just be prepared to tell him that you cheated. But anyways, next one, update. What's up with the dang? It's like update after update after update. Dang, it's like even more updates. But my gay best friend touched me while I slept. Oh yeah, you gotta ditch that best friend. Yeah. I personally, I'm like, no, I can't be cool with you if you're gonna be doing stuff like that. So, yep, you gotta ditch the spot. I don't want nobody touching me while I'm asleep. Like, let me sleep. I'm like, I don't want family, friends. I don't want nobody doing pranks to me. None of that stuff. But if you touched me inappropriately while I was asleep, that's a problem. I'm like, and yeah, you obviously you gotta go. I'm like, you gotta go. So yeah, you got to confront them, talk to them about anything, and if they continue doing it, then yeah, I mean, if you with it, then okay, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you're not with that type of stuff, and they out here doing some things like that, yeah, you gotta ditch that friend because they out here living reckless. But another update, my relatives are giving out my personal info to a man who sexually assaulted me when I was a minor. Oh yeah, you got to tell those relatives to stop. You gotta no, and it's it ain't no stop. Like you have to go off on those relatives and show them that hey, crazy is a real thing, and you should never ever cross a person that is crazy. So yeah, that's definitely yeah, show them some show them some craziness because they definitely will shut all that stuff down. But anyways, next one, my wife of 10 years wants an open marriage after I advised her to use Tinder as a confidence boost. You messed up on that one. You should never recommend a dating website as a confidence boost. You should have recommended YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. There's so many other social media platforms out there. Now you done set yourself up for failure. Like you definitely set yourself up for failure. Cause I'm not with open marriages. It sounds like you ain't with open marriages if you gotta come out with a Reddit post talking about it and stuff. So yeah, it's probably best if you don't recommend dating websites to your wife and things. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here on this. I'll probably do another one. I'm gonna probably do another one here soon. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Reviewing this on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. And reviewing this on the podcast streaming service, follow or subscribe. And if you plan on purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek anytime soon, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It would knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you plan on buying any shoes from Ficello, make sure you guys use my coupon code. Or you could go to my YouTube channel and you can find the referral link on one of the latest videos, and it will knock 10% off of your next purchase of shoes. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.